So I know some of you guys like the Drunk Sean videos, and I don't disappoint, okay? This is going to be a protest video because I went to my first protest. Couple words of advice when you go to a protest: bring a battle buddy and don't wear mostly black. Definitely don't wear all black. I get there, and I didn't know what to expect. And I was shocked the amount of people that were there. I was like, holy shit, there was a lot of people. This is the first protest in Helena, not the second one. They had a second one, it was like 30. Well, get up there, and this guy just eyeballing me. Just eyeballing me. And it's like, and then I sign this fucking legalized marijuana thing, and then I go up to where the crowd is. And this guy starts following me. And I stop, and I'm just listening. And then he passes me, goes and talks to this other dude, and then I'm like, no, and he does this, and the guy turns around, and he looks at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it really, bewildered me. So I went to the other side of the fucking group. The other guy fucking followed me over there. It wasn't until later that night when I realized it. I was like, well, I was wearing all black. They thought I was fucking Antifa. That's what they thought, because they followed me around for a while. Well, they followed me around until this other group, they really stood out as they were saying, oh God, what were they saying? No justice, no peace. That's what they were saying. And I was like, yeah, you guys are just asking for it. So, right off the way, I think nobody really knew what to do, so we just started walking. And we walked all around the Capitol. And this was my sign. Shit. So my sign. I found the rope ID online because I was like, I don't want to hold it the whole time. I'm kind of lazy protester. I showed, but do I really got to hold it the whole time? So I had that. And we're going around, and I swear to you, there were so many people that, the front of the people that started walking, just formed into the back of them. And we just kept walking. We did so many trips around that fucking thing. I definitely got in my steps. Well, if cops really want people to support them, they got to put their own supporters in check. There's this couple driving around. They drove around so many times I lost count. They were waving the Blue Lives Matter flag. And the people I was with, they were really cool. Really cool. This 1.5-year-old was wearing a mask. I was like, that's impressive. I was like, he's not having it. No, he's like, go fuck yourself. Well, we're walking around, and there's this truck circling around waving the Blue Lives Matter flag, and the people I was with, they didn't know what that was. They're like, did they just make that flag? I was like, oh, no, that's a Blue Lives Matter flag. And they're like, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's a flag to honor dead cops or whatnot. I was like, it's to support the police, pretty much. And she had a pen and paper, and she was writing down all the license plates. The first time around, I noticed this one, just weird, but I thought he was a cop. No mask, no nothing. He kind of stayed away at first. And so we kept going, but then this couple kept coming around. And I was talking to them, I was like, yeah, I'm getting done with this. This is why I made a second side to this sign for people just like that. Support for George Floyd, or justice for Floyd, and on the back it says, then you are a racist. Because that was for those motherfuckers driving around, counter-protesting. It was like, yeah, then I almost stood out on the fucking road. And it was the last time they came around was when I did this. And this dude, I don't know if he's a cop, but his wife was this fat fucking bitch who looked miserable as shit. She probably hasn't seen his dick as long as he hasn't seen his, because he was fucking huge. And then they weren't the only couple harassing us. We got harassed a lot. And then we did the whole kneeling thing. Holy shit. That's a long fucking time. You're doing that in somebody's neck, you're fucking noticing. Or you're using it as cushion. But I didn't stay for the whole thing. I didn't see the mayor because I was like, well, this is like, there's nothing going on. Like most of the time, there was no announcing anything. There was some people showing up without masks, which this was like the beginning of Corona. This was like 2 days after I deactivated my Facebook. And I deactivated my Facebook because I was just like, oh, I didn't realize all you guys were fucking, I didn't realize so many of you guys were racist. It's like I've known these guys for years. I had no idea they were racist. So I fell in this depression. I had no idea I was depressed, and I wasn't depressed anymore. I think she liked me better when I was depressed. She's not having the new Sean. I have been a little crude. I have been just. Well, what can I say? They're funny jokes. I went to TikTok and Twitter. I went to Twitter. Billings Gazette ain't a big fan. They keep putting me in Twitter jail. Yeah, it's like, oh. Maybe not them. They finally blocked me. But the supporters or whatnot. Oh, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, good old Twitter fun, though. So, my sign. And I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to get rid of it. I didn't know if there's going to be another protest or was, but I couldn't go. Well, I wasn't going to get rid of it. You got to be crazy. So then I realized there was a cop right there. Great. Nothing against cops. I take that back. Until I see a cop in his dress blue standing in front of the wall of moms, I haven't seen a good cop. You're all bad apples. So I put that up right where you can see it when he pulls in and pulls into his garage. Right? Now, I've been working in there a lot with the pallets. Everybody can see this. I've gotten a couple of head nods. Mostly I've been getting the bashing. The one dude over here called my sign disgusting. Didn't say it to my face, he was bitching about it to the other neighbors. Then those neighbors were bitching about it to them, saying, my kids see that. Your kids see Black Lives Matter, and that's bad? All right, to he which their own. Who am I to judge? I've been getting a little worried because then they had some friends over and they weren't hiding their racism at all. They were not. It's like when you know you're surrounded by racists, it's a scary feeling. But then there's the lady who got the garage next to me who was moving stuff out. Cool chick. Was listening to Rush Limbaugh as she was moving stuff in. I know, and I called her a cool chick because me and her get along great. She always comes over, asks what I'm working on, I show her and everything. And like, she's really impressed. She asked me to build her a thing to hold laundry baskets and all that. And I said, all right, I'll do it. And she goes, and I'll pay you for your time. I said, let's wait to see the finished product before we start talking about money. I haven't done woodwork since the fucking 7th grade. I mean, I'm not charging anybody shit for this. I was like, let's see where we got it. And she's a cool chick. And her boyfriend's really cool, but I know they're hardcore conservatives. But me and them get along. Me and the other people do not. And we used to. We used to wave because one dude served. And the other kid running around. The couple over here, I've never fucking talked to them. The ones that called it disgusting, I've never talked to him. And yeah, he's just a douchebag. He works at a glass place, you know, where they fix like windshields and stuff. We were going to take our car in there because we got this big ass fucking crack on there. But, don't really have the money for it. Might as well wait for winter. I haven't got pulled over yet for it. Still waiting for that day. But come to find out, he works at a glass place up here on some unnamed street next to an unnamed convenience store that I always go to. Zip trip. Find out he's a racist fuck too. And they just had a kid, like, he wasn't here when I moved in. It was just his girlfriend. But then they had a kid and all that. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting a little worried about our cars. So I'm going to start keeping the car in the garage because these Trump supporters are just fucking deranged. We're having a good time now. Us liberals, we're laughing at them. It's like, oh, you fucking idiots. You fucking drank the Kool-Aid, didn't you? Didn't you? I don't mind. But hey, finally, a real video since I've been back. I know I do the car ones. She's kind of put the kibosh on me for doing all the other ones. It's TikTok. I swear to God, it was TikTok. It was just like, they have some great shit on there. And don't fool yourself for a second that they're getting rid of TikTok because China's stealing your information. Right now, you're watching this. China has your information. You have a phone in your hand. You are on social media. China, fucking, everybody has your information. A 10-year-old from Turkmenistan probably has your fucking information. No, it's because Trump's a petulant child and you guys voted for him.